Turner Layton.
They asked me how I knew my true love was true. I, of course, replied, something here inside cannot be denied. They said someday you'll find all who love are blind. When your heart's on fire, you must realize smoke gets in your eyes.
Turner Layton, born in Washington, D.C. on the 2nd of July, 1892, or 1894, depending on your source of reference, the son of a music teacher. He was given early musical training, but originally intended to become a doctor and studied medicine for some years. However, music eventually won, and by 1917 Turner was in New York, where he teamed up with another talented black artist named Henry Creamer. Together they toured in vaudeville and also became a successful songwriting team. After You've Gone, Dear Old Southland, Strut Miss Lizzie. Many more well-known songs flowed from their pens. In 1921 they recorded on the obscure Black Swan label, but I've never seen or heard any of the results. In fact, the earliest Turner Layton that I know on record is an uncredited vocal chorus on the SS Leviathan Orchestra's version of a Creamer and Layton composition, Down by the River, recorded in 1922.
Down by the river, I am a dime. Down by the river, that's where I find. Oh, what a fool. I'm not a pilot for my lady dog. I wanna meet her, I wanna greet her there. My honey town, you sweet I know. Don't go that gal, I love her so. I gotta go, going down by the river to my Everdyne. Down by the river, that's where I'm blind. Ain't got a river, but I'll take a sign. Giddy up, giddy up.
Down by the River, Turner Layton with the SS Leviathan Orchestra. Somewhere around 1922, he formed a performing partnership with Clarence Johnston, two elegantly dressed gentlemen singing popular songs with Turner accompanying at the piano. In 1924, they came to London to appear in a revue, Elsie Janis at Home. The revue failed, but the pair were a big success in cabaret at the Café de Paris. HMV offered a recording test, but the night before they were due to make it, Raymond Langley of Columbia Records heard them at the cafe and signed them up on the spot on the back of a menu card. One of their early records was of another Creamer and Layton song that has become an all-time standard.
Way down yonder in New Orleans, in the land of dreamy scenes, there's a garden of Eden, that's what I mean. Where the three old babies with flashing eyes softly whisper with tender sighs, stop, won't you give your lady fair a little smile? Stop, you bet your life you linger there a little while. There is heaven right here on earth with those beautiful queens way down yonder in New Orleans. Yes, where do you think I'm going when the wind starts blowing strong? Yes, where do you think I'm going when the night starts growing long? Well, I ain't going east, I ain't going west, I ain't going over the cuckoo's nest. I'm bound for the town I love the best, where life is one sweet song. That's way down yonder in New Orleans, in the land of previous scenes. There's a garden of Eden, that's what I mean. Where the pretty old babies with flashing eyes softly whisper with tender sighs, stop, don't you give your lady fair a little smile? Stop, you bet your life you'll linger there a little while. There is heaven right here on earth with those beautiful queens way down yonder in New Orleans. Again I get that sweet aroma and the strains of La Paloma seem to throw me into a coma when the shadows play. Again I see a beacherino dancer, you know what I mean, oh, she can shake a mean tambourino. So I hear them say, oh, way down yonder in New Orleans, in the land of free scenes, there's a garden of Eden, that's lady fair, a little smile. Stop, you bet your life you'll linger there a little while. There is heaven right here on earth with those beautiful queens. Way down yonder in New Orleans, way down yonder in New Orleans.
Way Down Yonder in New Orleans, Layton and Johnston. For the next 11 years, Layton and Johnston were one of Britain's most successful variety acts, almost equally so on the continent. They made an astonishing average of 8 record sides a month throughout those years, and their total sales ran into millions. Every month or so they'd go to the studios, look through all the latest sheet music, from which they'd select the numbers they liked, and then literally sit down and record 8 or 10 titles in one 3-hour session. Here's the first half of a medley of Layton and Johnston's successes that they recorded in 1931.
What'll I do when you are far away and I am blue? What'll I do? What'll I do when I am wondering who is kissing you? What'll I do? What'll I do with just a photograph to tell my troubles to? When I'm alone with only dreams of you that won't come true, what'll I do? All alone, I'm so all alone, there is no one else but you. All alone by the telephone, waiting for a ring, a ting-a-ling. I'm all alone every evening, all alone feeling blue, wondering where you are and how you are, and if you are all alone too. Pack up all my care and woe, here I go singing low, bye bye blackbird. Where somebody waits for me, sugar is sweet and so is she. Bye bye blackbird, no one here can love or understand me. Oh, what hard luck stories people hand me. Make my bed and light the light, I'll arrive late tonight. Blackbird, bye bye. I'll be loving you always, with a love that's true, always. When the things you planned need a helping hand, I will understand, always, always. Days may not be fair, always, that's when I'll be there, always. Not for just an hour, not for just a day, not for just a year, but always. When whippoorwills call, and evening is nigh, I hurry to my blue heaven. A turn to the right, a little white light, will lead you to my blue heaven. You'll see a smiling face, a fireplace, a cozy room, a little nest that's nestled where the roses bloom. Just Molly and me, and baby makes three. We're happy in my blue heaven. Oh, it ain't gonna rain no more, no more. It ain't gonna rain no more. But how in the world can the old folks tell that it ain't gonna rain no more? Oh, they tell me that a graveyard is a doggone lonesome place. They pull you down into a hole and then throw mud in your face. Oh, it ain't gonna rain no more, no more. It ain't gonna rain no more. But how in the world can the old folks tell that it ain't gonna rain no more, no more, no more?
That was fun. Let's have a bit more.
I want to be happy, but I won't be happy till I make you happy too. Life's really worth living when we are mirth-giving. Why can't I give some to you? When skies are gray and you say you are blue, I'll send the sun smiling through. I want to be happy, but I won't be happy till I make you happy too. Wildflower, I love you. What else can I do? When I see you swaying while the breezes all caress you, then my heart is praying that I too may hold and press you. Wildflower, tell me true. If you only knew how I want the blisses that the sun gets from your kisses. Wildflower, I love you. When we're dancing at the fair, we have to watch and keep aware. When good old Banvalina calls us stop, that means I must stand still in your arms and hold your hand still. We dare not dance or kick or skip or hop. Times when he may call us up gives me a good excuse to drop my little head upon my partner's chest. So you see the reason why, though other dances I may try, I always like the Banvalina fair.
The phenomenal success of Layton and Johnston just went rolling on, but behind the scenes things weren't so rosy. The lifestyles of the two men were very different. Layton was a quiet living man. Johnston was a high liver, and things got to a point where they had very little contact other than professionally, where the rapport was as strong as ever.
Doggone, done it, I've fallen in love. Doggone, it hit me from heaven above. The day I met her, I knew I was gone. My heart went kaplunk. Oh boy, I was sunk. Doggone, I done it, I fell with a thud. It must be springtime, 'cause it's in my blood. Mr. Cupid sneaked behind and gave me a shove. Doggone, I done it, I've fallen in love. I don't use strong expressions, I'm known for my repressions. Nobody's ever heard me swear. But something's gone and changed me, it's really disarranged me. I'm cutting loose and I don't care. My senses keep on reading, I'm really not myself of late. Although I've tried to hide it, tried to get just right outside it, I'm certain that it must be fate. Doggone, done it, I've fallen in love. Doggone, it hit me from heaven above. The day I met her, I knew I was gone. My heart went kaplunk. Oh boy, I was sunk. Doggone, done it, I fell with a thud. It must be springtime, 'cause it's in my blood. Mr. Cupid sneaked behind and gave me a shove. Doggone, done it, I've fallen in love.
Doggone, I've done it, Layton and Johnston. In 1935, the partnership finally came apart in a blaze of headlines. Clarence Johnston eloped with the wife of Palm Court Orchestra leader Albert Sandler. Quite apart from the names involved, The fact that he was black and she was white was in those days considered ultra-scandalous. In the face of massive public disapproval, the Layton and Johnston partnership broke up, and Johnston went back to America, where he eventually died in obscurity. It's said that he left many debts behind him, which Turner Layton quietly settled, though not in any way legally bound to. Turner continued his career as a solo artist.
I get along without you very well. Of course I do. Except when soft rains fall and drip from leaves, then I recall the thrill of being sheltered in your arms. Of course I do. But I get along without you very well. I've forgotten you just like I should. Of course I have. Except to hear your name or someone's laugh that is the same. But I've forgotten you just like I should. What a guy, what a fool I am to think my breaking heart could kid the moon. What's in store? Should I phone once more? No, it's best that I stick to my tune. I get along without you very well. Of course I do. Except perhaps in spring. But I should never think of spring, for that would surely break my heart in two. Breaking heart could kid the moon. What's in store? Should I phone once more? No, it's best that I stick to my tune. I get along without you very well. I do, except perhaps in spring, but I should never think of spring, for that would surely break my heart in two.
I get along without you very well. Turner Layton, and what impeccable diction. As a soloist, he was almost as successful as he'd been with Johnston. The variety and cabaret dates went on, as did the radio and recording work.
The sun is sinking low behind the hill. I loved you long ago. I love you still. Across the years, you come to me at twilight to bring me love's old thrill. When the deep purple falls over sleepy garden walls, and the stars begin begin to flicker in the sky. Through the mist of a memory, you wander back to me, breathing my name with a sigh. In the still of the night, once again I hold you tight. Though you're gone, your love lives on when moonlight beams. And as long as my heart will beat, lover will always meet here in my deep purple dreams. Again I hold you tight. Though you're gone, your love lives on when moonlight beams. And as long as my heart will beat, lover will always meet here in my deep purple.
One of the biggest hits of 1939, recorded just a few months before the outbreak of World War II, Deep Purple by Turner Layton. He continued to work successfully right through the war years and well on into the 50s, until he quietly retired to his St. John's Wood home. I met him in the early 70s and found him to be a charming and courteous old gentleman. He died on the 6th of February 1978. Let's have a last musical memory of Turner Layton singing and playing one of his biggest successes, Transatlantic Lullaby.
Soft Manhattan evenings fall, a velvet dusk envelops all. On Hudson River distant tugboats cry. Ship to ship and shore to shore, the waters make a shining floor and hum a transatlantic lullaby. The sky is silky dark, it's cool in Central Park. The trolley cars go clanging past. The busy day is done, the lights fade one by one, and Broadway goes to bed at last. Tomorrow seems a distant dream, and still the rocking waters gleam and hum a sleepy transatlantic lullaby. New York skyscrapers are sleeping, dawn comes creeping on. Street lamps are shining more clearly, night has nearly gone. Papa and Mama both are yawning now, all their good nights will soon be said. It won't be long until the morning now, and time to go to bed. sky is silky dark, it's cool in Central Park. The trolley cars go clanging past. The busy day is done, the lights fade one by one, and Broadway goes to bed at last. Tomorrow seems a distant dream, and still the rocking waters gleam and hum a sleepy transatlantic love.